It's been a rough couple of weeks. Um, it's still, it is still really hard to settle in. Like, for a while, I was still probably in denial phase. Like, I just didn't really believe it. Like, I just thought, no, mom will be home soon, right? She's still in the hospital. She'll be back, right? Um, my mom was in the hospital for like a week. She had to go in for an appointment on June 22nd, and then she had to be admitted. Ended up being for a whole week, and there were some procedures that they had done, that had to be done. And then she finally came home on June 30th. Every day I would call her and be like, you coming home, you coming home, you coming home? And she'd be like, oh, next day, next day, next day. And, when she came out of the hospital, of course, they had to roll you out in a wheelchair. And then I saw her with an oxygen tank. I was like, really? She had like heart problems for like years. And like, so over the years, like she would have to go to the hospital for her, her heart problems. And I just feel like every time she went to the hospital, it was like something new. It was always like another issue. And like in this particular time, it was her breathing issue. It was like breathing problems, and so she had like the oxygen tank for like the day, and then she had a like, so she came home Tuesday, June 30th, and then she used it all, like all the oxygen in it. And then on the 2nd, they brought new oxygen tanks. And I was like, Dad, was just like, it was regular all day, I was like making my pancakes, I had little grooves going, I was playing music from, like just playing music and stuff. And usually like around 2:30, that's when she starts coming downstairs so she can start working and stuff. The guy came, and like I was gonna go pissy at my mom because like she told me that the guy was coming and they had to come in the house. And I was like, oh, for those like who know me, like I don't like people coming in the house because like the way we've been living for like years, there's always like stuff around it. I don't want like people like to see that, like even if it's not my stuff, I just don't want people to see stuff just sitting around. And like that's why like I never had like friends come over. Like I either go to their house and sit outside or just go to your house. But I ate my food, and the guy like set up the stuff. I ate my food, and then I just went back upstairs because sometimes I don't like to like bother her while she's working. And so I was like in my room, and it felt like for like an hour, 2 hours. My dad heard like a thump, and then he called out to my mom, and she didn't answer him. So he went downstairs. He got calling her and calling her, and then I thought, oh shit. So I called 911, and then Dad was like, oh, get my clothes, because like he just had like his pajamas on and stuff. And I didn't even want to look at her on the floor. But then like once I saw a glimpse, I was like, oh fuck. And then there was all these EMTs. There was like 6, 7 of them. I was like, good Lord, these people now. And then they took it to the hospital, obviously, and we were in the hospital about like a few hours, and I just couldn't stop staring at like the room she was in, and I just like saw her arm like dangling off the bed and stuff, and I just kept staring at the arm because I just kept thinking like, okay, it would just be like, pop up, and they did CPR, they gave her medicine, they gave her all this stuff, and the last time my mom was in the hospital, like she was like coughing and stuff, and turned out like she had the flu B, and I stayed with her like for the day, and then I was hungry, and I remember like just stepping out the room, and I was like so afraid to step out of the room because I was like, what, something happened? But like she called me and she was like, I was like, all right, cool, these things are okay. So I was just like so fed up this particular day. I was like, I'm just going to the bathroom, and I just started praying to God. I was like, yo, I cannot lose my mom. That's my mom. Like, I cannot lose my mom. And then like my dad called me. They was like, the doctors want to talk to you. And then they was like, basically they said there was something they could do. And I just was so upset because I was like, I know there's something they can do. They can't just give up like that. You know what I mean? They can't just give up. You know what I mean? At least because I heard one of them say they were gonna try to put her in ICU, and I was like, well, at least like in ICU. I mean, I'm not like, a med student or nothing, but like at least like if you're in ICU, at least there's a chance. At least it's a chance. You know what I mean? Like either there's a chance that she may wake up, or like they'll, that is what it is. But I just remember being so upset, and they were just like, hold her hand, just talk to her, say how much you love her, and it was just, it was hard, it was hard seeing her lay in that bed, because it was like, I thought at any point she would just wake up, and I sat there and just talked to her, and I was like telling her all these things that happened in my life that I wish I got the chance to tell her about, all the heartbreak and rejection that I've had, and just things that like I wish I got to tell her, especially when I was younger, and they cut her off the ventilator, and cut her off at 7:59. July 2nd, 7:59. I think the hard part was like calling my grandma. Cause she called me before just to like give her a heads up of what was happening and stuff. So when I called her, it was a lot. Because like, she has so many people pass away in her own life, and it's gotta be hard. I mean, I don't know what it's like to lose, a spouse or a sibling, like, like my grandma, but like, I don't know what it's like to lose a child, but like to lose a parent. That's I just never expected it to actually happen. I never like thought ill of my mother in that way. Yeah, so it was just basically like say goodbye, and she was so cold. Her body was so cold. Just kept looking at her, just hoping she would wake up. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. All I wanted was her to look at me and tell her that she loved me. All I wanted was for her to tell me that she loved me. Just to tell her that I loved her. I was like pretty in denial for a while. I didn't even want to say nothing. So when I posted it on Facebook, it was I never took so many calls in my entire life. I had my phone blown up so many times. Yeah, my friends know I don't really call nobody, so to have them call me, it was a lot. My mom's co-worker called me. He was on the phone with her. Like, you know, he was the last person to really talk to her. He was. Because, you know, like I said, she works from home, and, you know, he's always the one to call her and stuff, so she was laughing and talking, and then, you know, she passed out. You know, because when she passed out, all the stuff fell. You know, he was telling my dad, like, yeah, I was on the phone with her the entire time. I try not to think about it a lot. I try not to think about it. But there were like some moments where I just get really sad because it's hard knowing that their mom is gone. It's think about mom is gone. She died. Mom's like every she took care of me. She took care of me. The hardest thing was like I felt like I said to myself, like, I don't think I'll ever have a chance to really grieve because, like, there's so many things I have to do now. Not like in that, like, sense of, like, right, you know, being upset. It's just, like, I have all these things I need to do. Yeah, she took care of me. She was financially responsible for me. But she took care of me for everything. So now it's, like, the one thing I wish I did was I took more of an initiative to actually like start taking care of myself because you know she gave me money anytime I needed it. She made me food. She did my hair. Like I had to get braids. So this is the first time I ever got braids. And I'm keeping these for a while. Okay, because I don't know how to do my own hair. So protective styles will be my friend until I actually decide to learn how to do my own hair. So I'm keeping these for maybe like at least 3 months until I get bored of it. But like she took care of me in every single way. Like I was her main priority. Her funeral was yesterday. I didn't want to go in there right away. I didn't. It was so eerie seeing her in that casket. It was so eerie. Because I just thought at any moment she just woke up. Whoever did her makeup, no offense, but I don't think they did the best job. She looked very gray. And it was very weird. I don't know if that's a thing with mortuary makeup, but she looked really weird. Like, very weird, really flat. I don't know if it's because of that or maybe because, you know, she was an organ donor. Yeah, she was an organ donor, which I just found out. And they took basically everything. I don't want to get into as to how much they took, but it was very traumatizing in the sense of like they just basically took everything. And it was very weird. It was very like yeah, in a sense of like, you know, yeah, you know, she's an organ donor, so, you know, whoever needs the, you know, whoever, you know, if somebody needs X, Y, and Z, you know, here's someone that, you know, had that, who donated their, you know, stuff, and then, you know, that person could have it. But in another case, it's like, they took everything. A little gift of life, that's the company, you know. They sent me some things, and I got the package, and I just put it away with all her stuff. And I was really, you know, obviously emotional the entire time. And, you know, me and my grandma were really sad about it. And, you know, things like you can just take all the time you need. And, like closing the casket and leaving, sure. I was like, you know, you want to close and shut and stuff. And you know, so it submerged from I was just, you know, she was a really sweet and kind person, very funny, very giving, generous person. You know, she always made me laugh. Like, it was always something crazy she said. Even if it wasn't meant to be funny, it was always the way she said it. It's my mom, man. It's my mom. Like, so then I think she knew, and I really got a chance to tell her that all I wanted for her was to have a happy, healthy life. Just to go on about her life, don't have to worry about nobody, don't have to take care of nobody but herself. That's all I wanted for her. She was a hard worker. She's been working since she was 17 years old. All I wanted was for her to just live her life for her. That's all I wanted, and she didn't just do it. I'm sad knowing she won't be there for me when I get married, or if I think about having kids, right? It's been really rough. Like, I try to keep my mind off of it, try to stay busy, like, you know, like going through her stuff and stuff, and I'm just like, you know, just trying to like get through all her stuff, and you know, I'm just like trying to stay busy. That's all. So try not to think much and stay positive, because it's like I'm sad that she's passed. I'm sad that she's gone. I'm mad because I felt like the doctors could have done more. However, I'm happy that she is in a better place, where she doesn't have to worry about her house or have to struggle with anything anymore. I love you, Mom. I love you so much. You know, although it was a really emotional day that day, I am truly, truly, truly grateful knowing that my friends came that day. You know, my best friend, so like my best friend came, her mom came, like my friends from Manor came, I know they said they was gonna be there, but all four of them came. I was really happy knowing that they came. And then, another good friend of mine from high school came. A friend from middle school came. I was like really surprised when I thought, I know she said she'd be there. I was just like, oh, some people just say stuff. I was like, oh my God, you really came. And a childhood friend of mine came, her mom came, and like when I saw them, I was like, hey. And yeah, I was really grateful knowing that they came, even if they just came from the viewing. I was just like really, 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 really grateful knowing that they came to support me, because anyone that knows me knows how much my mom really meant to me. She got on my nerves sometimes. They knew how much my mom meant to me. They know I always had something crazy to say about my mom. Always had something to say crazy about my mom, because she was always saying something. I'm telling you, always had something crazy to say. And yeah, I'm gonna miss her, because she meant a lot to me. She really did. She really meant a lot to me, and she was gonna take care of me no matter what. You know what I mean? She was gonna take care of me no matter what, because I was for me a priority. And although she was always saying, running up my money, get a job. I think at the end of the day, she was always gonna make sure that I was okay. And everybody knew it. Everybody knew it. Whether it was friends, family, neighbors, they all knew how much my mom loved me, and how much, I meant to her and she meant to me. And it was, yeah. I like, even though it was a lot for me to like process and deal with, I try not to think about it. I try to stay positive. So any video like after this, any video you see after this one, I like just know that I was in a really good mood that day. I'm okay. I'm dealing with this. I'm handling it. I'm trying to stay strong as best as I can, and I was like, just trying to do this in any way I know how. So any video you see after this, either, because a lot of some one or two of these videos were like from beforehand. So just know that I'm okay, and I'm dealing with this the best way I know how. So thank you.